I was talking about in between four walls, that those people saying that you cannot say that you have a little bit of OCD is those people which do not have OCD at all, and which is only saying it to get attention. Like, they go completely mad and they attack people for saying that they have a little bit of OCD. If you have the personality to attack people for saying such thing, you do not have OCD. And I agree many times when people are saying that they have a little bit of OCD. They do not have OCD at all, and they are only saying it to get attention. But when you are fucking attacking someone for using this diagnosis because you want to have this diagnosis and this attention for yourself, that is a big fucking sign that you are a psychopath and do not have OCD. And the thing is this, that you attack the wrong people for the wrong reason. So when I am saying that I have a little bit of OCD, and that is actually the truth, and I would rather not say that out loud, you attack me because you want to hurt me, and it doesn't matter if it is the truth, you know? Yeah, but who can blame me for having a little bit of OCD, considering my abusive surroundings? And the world would be so fucking much better off by not using a diagnosis for OCD. Because that is like saying you react to abuse, we accept that abuse, and we make a diagnosis in order to integrate this abuse into the society. Yeah, and when I'm saying that I have a little bit of OCD, that does not include writing the date behind my comments. I am doing that for world fucking peace. I am doing this because people cannot leave me the fuck alone, and then I need to continue doing this. Yeah, and because I have a normal level of tidiness and would like to have the date behind my comments, I do not have OCD. Yeah, and being tidy is a sign of a higher IQ. However, many people are just being tidy because they want to pretend like they are tidy or like they have OCD. But suddenly I am this retarded person because I am writing the date behind my comments. Well, that certainly describes your IQ because it is not mine. Yeah, and it is so obvious that you people are organizing, and for that reason you ask me that same question again and again and again. And so weird it is that when I react to people asking me that question, they end up with trying to kill me. Yeah, so, wow. It seems like your intentions was to kill me all along, and for that exact reason you asked me that question. Anyway, after I said that I have a little bit of OCD, this person appeared on my For You page on TikTok saying that she has a little bit of OCD. And based on how this video was made, it was pretty fucking obvious that this person was copying me. Because, you know, their devilish intentions hit me like lightning through my phone when I am watching my FRU page on TikTok. I did not share this on the internet. And probably this same person has said that you cannot say that you have a little bit of OCD. And this very disturbing video appeared on my For You page on TikTok talking about pedophilia OCD. Like, they're combining being a pedophile and OCD into one diagnosis. Having OCD and being a pedophile is not fucking connected. But the problem with people saying that they have OCD is that they do not actually have OCD, and they are actual pedophiles because they are reckless people, which is saying that they have something which they do not have, and for that reason they have this pedophile reckless personality in addition, you know. This is the video which I am talking about.
So our video about POCD is gaining some attention and people are asking questions, so I'm just going to explain real quick what POCD is. Just as a disclaimer, I know if you've never heard of the concept of intrusive thoughts, you might be confused or even judgmental with what I'm about to say, so please just watch the whole video before you jump to any conclusions. So POCD stands for pedophilia OCD, which is a subset of obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD is defined as having unwanted and distressing intrusive thoughts, which are the obsessions, and then attempting to minimize that anxiety by performing some sort of compulsion, which could be a mental or a physical action. The most well-known theme of OCD is contamination OCD. So this is intrusive thoughts like, what if I touch that doorknob and I get a disease? Or what if I eat this thing and I get food poisoning? Those thoughts are not desirable or rational, but it doesn't matter because OCD just treats them like they are. So to calm their OCD anxiety, someone might perform compulsions like washing their hands or avoiding certain foods. For POCD, a person's obsessions center around pedophilia. For example, a new mother might be changing her newborn's diaper when she suddenly gets an intrusive thought like, what if I touch my baby inappropriately, or what if I'm secretly turned on? Understandably, these are super upsetting thoughts to have, so in response, she might perform a mental compulsion like ruminating on what the thoughts mean, or a physical compulsion like avoiding being in a room alone with her child altogether. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, if you're having that thought, doesn't that say something about you? Don't you secretly desire those thoughts? And the answer is absolutely not. Intrusive thoughts are ego dystonic, which means they are opposite to a person's character. And the presence of these thoughts doesn't actually say anything about someone's desires or beliefs. In fact, everyone gets really weird intrusive thoughts, it's just that people without OCD are better at dismissing them. Here's an example to help you understand. So have you ever been to the top of a super tall building and then you suddenly get the urge to just throw your phone? Or you're driving in your car and thought, what if I just swerved off the road and crashed right now? Those thoughts are scary and irrational and you would never actually want to do them, but sometimes the brain just throws random scary things at us. Well, the same applies to pedophile intrusive thoughts. They are scary, unwanted thoughts that cause a lot of anxiety. And because OCD latches onto what we care about the most, it makes sense for people who love kids to have intrusive thoughts about harming them, because that is their biggest fear. One more important question I see people ask is POCD caused by past traumatic incidents? And the answer is no. Trauma can certainly play a factor, but you can have intrusive thoughts without living through any related trauma. In fact, it's often considered harmful to try to get to the root cause of your intrusive thoughts because ultimately the thoughts are just meaningless. OCD is OCD no matter the theme, and you should be properly treated by professionals who are well informed about OCD and all of its subtypes. We hope this helps. Feel free to ask more questions in the comments, and you can visit our website for more information.
And many of these things described in this video has nothing to do with OCD. Because people are saying that they have OCD when they do not have OCD. They are making descriptions which is not fucking connected with the fucking reality. The fact that I whisper self-destructive things because you want me to destruct myself, that has nothing to do with my way of functioning. That is empathy. Empathy is not some fucking other diagnosis. Empathy is empathy. Do not fucking describe me as some fucking dysfunctional fucking person because I have empathy. I live in a dysfunctional fucking world with dysfunctional fucking people, and that is not fucking my fault. Yeah, and if that would be a diagnosis, which it shall not be, that would be Tourette's and not OCD. But you know, maybe they are presenting this as OCD instead of Tourette's because they want this to appear as actual actions because they have a desire to hurt me as much as fucking possible, while it in reality is no actions and just self-destruction. Or self-destruction can be actual actions, but that is if I am destructing myself by, for instance, not eating or exercising very hard or something like that. Like, how the fuck is it possible to create disturbing fucking content like this, supporting a disturbing fucking industry, and not understand that this is describing something about your own fucking personality? And what is even more disturbing is that they have probably made this content in order to describe me and my personality. Yeah, that is right. They make this fucking disturbing content, and then they think that this is a description of another fucking person. Yeah, that is right. They actually do things like that. And the worst part of the story is that they love it. Yeah, and even though this does not describe me and my personality at all, I am the main power working against the pharmaceutical industry, and those devils want to hurt me as much as fucking possible. Yeah, I am constantly confronted with people pushing their thoughts down my throat in order to hurt me as much as fucking possible. But the thing is this, that you are too fucking stupid to understand other people's way of thinking. So these are your thoughts. You have been following after me, and you have been surveillancing me from the day that I was born, because you are a fucking pedophile, and you are here still 35 fucking years later with the desire to hurt me as much as fucking possible by making me in to the pedophile which you are. You are here still with the desire to hurt me as much as fucking possible after seeing everything which I have been through. And I do not understand how people can say to other people which is not pedophile that they are pedophile, and think that they get away with not looking like a disgusting fucking pedophile themselves. You must have a very disturbing pedophile personality in order to do such thing. Yeah, that is right. They make this kind of content, and then they think that this is a description of another fucking person. Yeah, like, on which fucking planet am I ever going to make content like that? Supporting the pharmacy industry and making a fucking diagnosis. Yeah, on which fucking planet am I going to make a fucking diagnosis with this fucking disturbing description attached? Like, I am smart and I see the world with the real eyes, and I understand that pedophilia is a really big problem, but making descriptions like that has no fucking purpose. Pedophilia is a problem, and it is not supposed to be a fucking industry.